Alright. That should do the trick. We should be live. So, hello everyone. It's your favorite programming error that just refused to be fixed. CodeErr. And it is time for Genshin. It's been a while. It's been a good while since I played. How does your reputation, your experience feel like? It doesn't matter. I'll make up what the time I missed out on in no time flat. Don't you worry. I'll make it all up. Also, hello Gabe. Hello. Alright, let me... There we go. There's the game. Look at that.
Every journey has its final day.
Already in it to win it.
Don't rush.
Alright. So, update. Am I right? First things first, I once again have to say I am very glad that they added this kind of stuff. Makes it so much nicer to navigate when there's underground areas. Also, one more thing, by the way, that I want to point out. I finally got it! Look! This one area that I haven't unlocked in forever. I finally have it now. Open party team setup? I know they changed the team setup. In fact, I'm the one who pointed that out to Gabe. Don't know how it took you that long. I just suck. I just didn't worry about the quest. Actually, for a while I did worry about the quest, but I couldn't get down here. Because I did not realize where I had to go to lower the water level. But it is done now, so I am good. And then I unlock this area. So, nice. But yeah, okay, you want to see the team setup, fine. Again, I already know what it looks like, but it does look pretty nice. Look at that beauty. Look at that. And of course, Fischl still posing very extra. Alright, now with that out of the way, let's make our way over to Caravan Rebart, apparently. Interesting. I wonder why we're gonna have to go there specifically. Well, I'm sure we'll find out in a second. Curry is a popular dish in Sumeru. Ah, really now? More artifact strongboxes, which is nice. No Klee skin. You know, no Klee skin. There is no such thing as a Klee skin. Never heard of it. Alright, Caravan Rebart. I'm guessing these are the people I'm supposed to... No, not them. I guess I'll just run into someone random? Or is it you?
Good old Caravan Rebart. Now let Paimon think.
I hope the audio levels are okay.
The first time we came here.
Should I turn up the game audio a little bit more? I think I should. Hang on, let me do that real quick. There. Hopefully that's better. Been trying for an HP to this, yeah, but no luck. You'll have to get lucky eventually. Also, didn't they increase? I think they increased the artifact inventory size again, right? I believe it was 1,500 before the update. Now it's 1,800. So I appreciate the little size upgrade they did there, because you always need more space.
Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Good memory, Paimon. Thanks for the recap.
So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right? Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
But as long as we're around, it's hard to say what will happen. Ooh, that's a bit of a So I guess we gotta leave for a new nation then. Sorry, I probably won't even do Act 1 in one stream. We'll see about that.
You're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows?
Hey, since
what
I'm
will
still on
happen
Act 5. I see. Good.
Maybe it's all because of
Good.
you. Maybe you're just imagining
I don't want you to end up being spoiled after all. Would be sad. I was just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon. Oh shit.
Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble.
Are we sure
When
about
she was
that,
super
though?
tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahida's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Yep, next stop, Fontaine.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you.
I'm looking forward to seeing this new nation.
You still love wandering around.
Again, sadly, you see screenshots flying around like that because of all this stuff on YouTube. The constant Genshin Impact trailers don't help.
Some serious business, even though it may have nothing
Suddenly
to do
they are,
with it.
yes.
But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished
Long
a commission
pause.
in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting.
Fair.
Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back.
I see.
That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were
That
you
one
two
person.
talking about anyway?
I think there was something in there, I didn't really pay attention to that. We're preparing to leave Sumeru and head to Fontaine. Ominous
Huh?
looking
You
around.
serious?
I mean, yeah.
Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place.
Mm-hmm. So we
One
gotta
beauty like
go.
this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it.
How do you randomly bump into someone
Hey,
in the biggest
how
nation
about I
we've been
gather a
to
few
so
mercs to
far?
escort you two. What do you say?
I don't need protection.
Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't
Sad
worry,
deer
we'll come
noises,
back to see
yeah.
everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of
All you
chances
need
to
to
come
do
back
get
here
to
in the
Fontaine
future.
is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways.
Probably be
Knowing you
bigger.
two,
Probably.
I'm sure it won't be anything you
I have a
can't
feeling
handle.
every new nation they add is
So,
gonna be bigger than the
when are you
last.
leaving?
I mean, imagine they just keep getting bigger and bigger, and then eventually there's just a nation that's the size back to Mondstadt size, and then they send you off to the biggest one. Imagine how odd that would feel. We'll leave as soon as we finish a few more preparations. Journeys should be spontaneous.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried.
No,
yet.
we're not staying here just to
Now,
eat
where's
food.
that list Paimon made?
We're not staying just to eat. So you were looking around at us. What is you about?
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you.
Yes, we
These
save
true
every place
heroes
we go
always
to.
prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
I think you did tell me about that once before, Spinne. In her case, she'll know from our dreams anyway.
Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler and Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Take care. Let's go.
Bye-bye, Sumeru.
I can't wait to go to Fontaine. The question is, why do we start over here? We're very far away from where the map expansion is. Settling matters in Sumeru, you approach the border with Fontaine, which is pretty far away from where this takes place. Quite a bit further north. Is it just gonna teleport us all the way up there now? How generous if so. Five? Did you have your 5 premiums after joining? Oh, look at that! That is the. I think that is the screenshot I've seen. I haven't really looked at it in detail, but I've just seen like a few glimpses of it. Of like the way this nation is like raised up. Is the map updated? Okay, I see. Are we sure I didn't have this waypoint before? I don't know. Here's where I'm gonna go. I mean, that's fair. See you around. Oh, that is interesting. So this is sea level. But over there, the sea level is further down again. Interesting. Did not expect the sea level to be different on this side compared to here. But yeah, you can definitely see this gap here. That's definitely gonna get filled in at some point. You mean this chunk up here wasn't there? Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure that I was... The gap between Monster and Fontaine further up? Because I'm pretty sure this area was here. Because I do specifically remember that when this new map expansion was around, I went to a coast, tried to fly out to onto the coast, and the game stopped me. And I am pretty sure it wouldn't stop me here, because the map extends quite a bit in this direction. So it would have had to have been this coast. But maybe I'm just making stuff up. I very well could just be making stuff up. But I was pretty sure I flew out to coast at one point and it turned me around. If you're 100% sure, then I'll believe you, but I might still go back and check the VOD where that happened. I'll have to think about which VOD that might have been in. Okay. First things first. I need to grab a boat. Man, this looks nice. Isn't it very impractical to have like your harbor down there? And then have to transport everything up there? Maybe I could glide all the way over there, but I'm not sure if my stamina would do the trick, you know. Yeah. Alright. Let's grab ourselves a nice little ship. Summon. Oh no, there's crates again. That's gonna be fun. I did okay, so I guess the stamina is just barely enough to reach. It's finally time! I have been waiting. So, is this like an elevator? Like, can I just... I mean, it doesn't open for me at least. But I imagine they would be able to transport smaller ships up this way. Can't even talk to the NPCs. How horrible. No welcoming party for me? Sad. Well, upper level. Ooh. Alright. Almost at the statue and I can look at the map. Just skips everything. What did I skip? I ran past the story.
Wine tastes the same as I remember.
Yeah, but I can grab the teleport
But
point
where
when
are
I'm up here
those who
anyway.
share the memory?
Okay, maybe I walked past it. Maybe I just assumed I was supposed to continue up here. Wow, this is a long elevator ride. This is a long ass elevator ride. There we go. Alright, let's just have a look at the map. Very long. Okay, I'll first look at the map. And that's one of the new bosses, isn't it? Yeah. 2 new bosses are here as far as I know. I'm sure we'll find them in a second. Sliding the Statue of the Seven just now. So yeah, did anything like this ever happen before? It's normal for a Statue of the Seven to glow. Feel uncomfortable at all? What? The water is speaking to me. Yes, new elemental abilities. I believe if you crack jokes like that, you must be fine. It's feel more humid. Maybe it's because of the hydro energy that was released. Elemental energy can even swim underwater. Maybe you can find sunken treasure. It'll be lonely going underwater alone. But being in the water's scary. Probably accidentally gets swept in a current and gets all turned around and dizzy. And once that, then I'll fish you out again. Water with you. You better not go back on your word. Yeah, totally, whatever. A mysterious power that flows from a statue imbued you with the blessing of Christ will remain unhindered as long as you are moving through the lakes of Fontaine. You can expend while moving. It's not stamina, but aquatic stamina. Aquatic stamina is expended, you will not drown. Let me guess. I have to increase my aquatic stamina at the Statue of the Seven here. Much like how I normally increase my regular stamina. Let me check if it shows me anything along those lines. No? Doesn't show anything yet. Maybe that'll change. I don't know. Alright, let's go back down. The fast way. Perfect.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port.
You think, Paimon? You think?
Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
It looks like it. So I heard, and it's about what I imagined. Ooh, I'm looking forward to. They even have robots. Is that a robot guard? Like, do they go to these stations? Like, I wonder how well they can move. That is interesting.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon. At this point, it's become expected of us to just go straight to the Archon.
Good idea. Nahida gave us loads of useful information.
I like the Archon. We'll see how well I'll like the Archon.
Probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey to find my sibling.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So,
Then let's go.
what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality.
Can't be any more unique than Fischl, right?
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Very unique, Trust. Oh, I'll see when I get there. I got these nuts. Oh, got him.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family.
Who?
I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never
Are
happened.
they talking about a play?
Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
From the way they're talking about it, it does sound like they're talking about a play.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Totally non-important character in the background, I imagine.
We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no.
Oh, it was
We were
actual
talking about
real.
something that really happened.
Right,
In
I
fact,
can get
it's
another
like
character.
I
I
said,
know
just
I can
heard
get a
few days
character.
ago.
Again, I've checked the event menu before. I've already done the trials and everything.
But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but
Is
it
that
looks like you're not
so?
from around here.
We are not, yes,
You probably
indeed.
don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see trials as a sort of opera? Interesting entertainment choices in this nation, I guess.
Shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that?
Oh, it's already painting an image of the god for me.
It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a
Turning
very
trials into
serious
entertainment.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
I am not gonna even try to say any of that.
Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Judgment device created by the Archon. Entertaining, aren't they? I mean, remember other games? I mean, true. Games with certain class trials, you might say.
You're a trees? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance.
I'm sure we will get the chance.
Wait.
They wouldn't bring it up if we
Forgot
didn't
to
get to
ask
see
you a
it.
question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Commit a crime.
Oh, that's easy.
Go on,
Just
Paimon,
go
do
to
a
the Opera
crime.
House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Alright.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance. And
How
it'll
far in
depend on whether or not
advance?
she has any time slots available.
Time slots?
Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
Interesting.
That's
I
right.
see an Oculus in the
After all,
background.
She is the Archon.
Hydroculus,
Though she may
I'll
tend to
get
a
you
little
eventually.
dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
So we get insta arrested.
Yeah, I suppose you
Ah.
could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on.
I mean, eventually we're
This
gonna
is
run
still
into a situation where
Fontaine's
someone
Archon
is
you're
gonna
talking
have to
about.
save us. It
You
always
should show
happens
some
in
more
one way or
respect.
another.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front
Also,
of
we will
visitors.
eventually
Otherwise,
encounter
I might get
trouble with
arrested
the law.
and find myself
It's happened
face
in
to
every
face with
nation
Monsieur
in some
Neuvillette.
way, shape, or form.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Yeah, but they're still gonna have it out for me. Again, Mondstadt was, I think, the nicest place, but even there, I think they tried to arrest us. At the very least, they tried to arrest us because we flew without a license for the wing glider in the beginning. Don't remember if there was anything else serious. I don't think so. In Liyue, they definitely tried to arrest us after the rite of parting. In Inazuma, we flat out went against the Archon. In Sumeru... Oh, right, the Holy Liar. There we go. Yep, they tried to arrest us there because... Yep. And in Sumeru, well, again, we went against the entire academia who are basically in charge. So yeah, in every nation so far, the law and us, we didn't exactly get along. So yeah. Not exactly the best of friends. We'll see how that's gonna happen here, because chances are it is gonna happen again. So the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House.
Yeah.
But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city
We
in the
could
meantime.
probably meet her more quickly if we do a serious crime. There's a girl over there. She's been standing alone for quite some time. Oh, you mean the one I pointed out earlier as a totally non-important character?
Huh.
Yep.
Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Let's do a crime to meet God, yes. prelude. Yes, gotta love those preludes. Alright, but you are right, Schwinn, I should probably grab the character before I forget. Also, there's this event thingy, for which I have to probably progress in the story a little bit before I can do it. So I'll
Let the magic begin.
work towards that. Lionette obtained!
Let the magic begin.
Yeah, I already did the test run stuff. Story quests I have all the time in the world for. Same for the main story, of course. This is just the 2 new bosses. So the only thing I have to be careful about doing in time is this. Let's have a quick look. As a donation, you will need to gather certain types of collectibles will be marked on your map. Before the challenge starts, you have to choose the challenge content through the conversation. The resources gathered by the leyline blossoms after completion will depend on the content chosen. Blazing Horn, Crown of Emperor and Fires, Pyro Organ, elemental reactions, make it easy, okay. Unlock, go to collection, unlock area. Just checking. Yeah, okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to advance a little bit in the story to do this. So if I get good progress done today and tomorrow, then maybe I should have enough time to do this event. We'll see, we'll see.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? Ah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh,
Well, hello, fine, I'm
I
Code.
just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing
yes,
about
of
a place
course.
my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
Ah, so over in Sumeru then.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait,
Or like an
are you saying
underwater
that you
hill,
and your
I
brother
see.
lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids or a fantastical race from Fontaine.
Though people call the waters around Fontaine a sea, it's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water.
That would explain why,
And though I
you know,
can still
sea level
see
is
that hill
different.
clearly in my memories. Now it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories.
But it looks nice, so it's
It
fine.
won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
Sea levels are rising, global warming.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you
Guess who
are...
her brother is. New character again.
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all.
Right, a new
There's
5-star
no
if
need
I'm not
for any
mistaken.
concern. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess,
Performance
I'd
duo,
say
as
you
far
must
as
be
I know.
travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the
Again,
traveler.
sadly, a
We just
few
arrived in
infos
Fontaine.
always hit you when you don't play like
We
the
were just
day
talking
of
with your
release.
sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
She cackled. I mean, we did kind of call her a fantastical race
It's
from
unusual
from
for
this
Lynette to
nation.
be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all.
Also, if there's siblings,
usually
how
the
come
only
she's
one
a
she ever
cat girl, but
talks
I
to.
don't see anything resembling a cat on the dude?
you two are
I
just
see
like
no
brothers.
tail,
Paimon's
and he
always
clearly
going
has
after
human
you.
ears. How does that work? How do genetics work here? There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around Paimon, because you always steal all my lines. Ah.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Oh no, we're starting to relate.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Well,
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right
Something.
word.
Could
because
be,
that
could be.
implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Oh, what's happening in Fontaine? Something that I'm gonna have to correct, no doubt.
Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
I mean, you introduced yourself.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
No, they don't. Apparently.
Hello, traveler.
Ah, yes, gotta shake hands. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
You should poke fun at Paimon. Unprotected hand holding immediately on
Just
the first
consider it
on
a
the first
sort of
time meeting.
etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh, alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
Protected hand
By
holding.
the
Both
way,
have gloves.
we were
Oh,
just getting ready to
you're
go to
right.
the
You're
Opera
right.
House to meet the Hydro-Archon.
You do have a
Would
point.
you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here.
All right.
Please, follow me.
Didn't want to shake Paimon's hand because Paimon has unprotected hand. Yeah, fair, fair. So. Oh no. Oh, actually, I think we have about the same walking speed, which is good. Do you know what happens when you touch unprotected hands? You might get pregnant.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Oh. I wonder why. I mean, word of our actions should have spread far and wide at this point, right? She probably heard of us, I imagine. Maybe. Archon speedrun, yes. Well, that makes things easier for us.
Huh. So, she's the Hydro-Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear
Well, yep,
people,
off to the next nation
rich
indeed.
and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
No, you're not supposed to clap. Raise your hand, you fool.
As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in
Ooh,
honor
I
of
like
this
her
traveler
eyes.
and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
I do like the eyes, interesting.
Is she talking about us?
Farina, yes. Nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But
Hey,
I
to be
welcome
fair,
you
not all of that
nevertheless.
was my fault.
No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless
Huh.
worldliness. You can be rest assured. I
Wait, wait,
see
wait.
clearly
Yeah,
your
I fix
sincerity.
problems. I'm not the
Of
one
course,
causing them.
Seeking an audience with
Most
me
of the time.
is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
Are we sure she didn't give Fischl her
I,
vision?
Folklore, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Banner, aka her banner. But I won't. I have to put everything on Zhongli's banner. Perfect match with Litterina. I know, right? Well, finding the Archon was easy enough.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
I mean, we have.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I mean,
I see.
we were probably
As
very
Outlanders,
famous at this
you
point.
inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding.
Oh,
Don't
wow.
forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only
Wow,
natural
calling all the
for you
other
to be
gods mid.
awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities?
But there's
and
one god you
etiquette
can't call mid, and that
necessary
is
to
wrongly.
communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about
Feel
you.
free to call Venti mid, but you know.
Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Feels like she can't get over herself.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
How about, tell us if you know anything about our sister?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise!
Yeah, she's here because of me.
Does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Ah, so they
Hey,
do know.
What's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came
Oh
here to
God, oh no.
personally see him. Oh, I
Imagine
bet
if we
this is
just
gonna be the
duel right
duel
here,
of the
right
century.
now. Go on.
Got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
We are famous, yep. I mean, come on.
Yes, but
After
don't get too
everything we've
excited
done so
now.
far, it's only natural.
My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus.
So are we just gonna keep talking out in the open, or are we gonna have a more private
Consider this
conversation,
my
or...
reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and
Oh,
this
we are just gonna
traveler from
duel.
another land, just as you were hoping to see.
It's been a while since I fought a god.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Fighting gods? I've got a resume! Exactly. I do have a resume. Oh. Security? Wait, are they...
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Oh, are you telling me this is all just a
What are you
facade?
trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Well, she was the one who said she wanted to
Stand
duel.
down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior.
She's totally capable of fighting. I guess we just took her off guard
People
by taking this
nowadays only
seriously.
crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
A duel with your god wouldn't be
Irony is,
interesting, you
criminals
say.
are always requesting duels to defend their honor. You're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Why are you suddenly taking us to court? What did we do to deserve
Right.
that?
Now that'll be worth seeing.
Go to
Right.
jail.
This is
No, what
Fontaine,
did we
after
do?
all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house.
Well...
Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
And we haven't committed any crimes in this nation. Yet. We did just, yeah, we literally just arrived here. No crimes have been committed as far as I'm aware. No crimes yet. But you know what? I did say it was just a matter of time until we run into problems with the law in this nation. I just didn't expect it to happen before we even did anything.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Obvious?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days.
Oh, they're calling Paimon a flying object? Damn. Also, Haynes, yo, welcome to the stream.
So that's
First time
what they've
viewer
done
here, I
wrong.
see. Hope you're doing well.
That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object?
Yep.
You mean Paimon?
I mean, why would food not count as an object? Right, Spinne? Emergency food, I would consider to be an object of some sort.
Precisely. Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies.
Didn't
Lady
expect this to
Farina.
happen that
I don't
quickly.
Mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Lynn.
Never back down, never give up.
He's not crazy.
Okay, fair.
How could anyone call
Danganronapa
Paimon a
has
flying
primed me for
object?
trials. I know how to handle a trial. Toss me in there. I'll see what I can do.
Great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a
Doesn't trash
magician who
Paimon?
just
Not
reigned
yet.
in the parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
He's gonna make us disappear. What is happening?
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Ah, he did do that earlier. He did. Happy and I just. What? 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 Whose? Oh, and Lady patted you on the back. Or as Spinny put it, touched Paimon's spot. Do we really need the flashback? That happened like a few minutes ago. Alrighty then.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
I guess that counts.
Call
Thank you for the head
that
patch,
magic?
Spinner.
You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Alrighty then.
I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Ha! Get it? Water? Because hydronation. Haha. What are you gonna accuse us of then? Huh?
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
So is she gonna be tethered to us permanently for this nation?
Performance?
In which case,
Ha, water, ha,
consider the
hydro,
matter
ha
of
ha.
your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
Oh, so you're telling me not even Zhongli is safe from her
Look forward to seeing
judgment?
your
I
upcoming
doubt it.
performance at the Opera House, Mr.
Also, could this
Linny
be
and Mr.
foreshadowing?
Nut. That's enough for now.
The gods of other lands. Is that foreshadowing? Is one of the other Archons gonna come in to try and save us at some point, and she's gonna charge them of a crime? I want this to be foreshadowing. If it is in the first few acts, don't tell me. If it's not, then who knows? It might happen later on as the story gets more fleshed out.
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That
More like a
OC
problem for
just
future
now
me.
was really...
Thanks for bailing us out.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
Yes, but we still need to
Can be
ask
a
her
bit
some
confusing
questions.
at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Yeah, confusing is a good way to put it.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a
Wine,
magician,
objection,
Lily.
Your Honor. This wine was made in Mondstadt.
Opera House, right?
Ah.
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
Ooh.
Isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held?
So,
in
are you a lawyer on top of a magician?
When there are no public trials being held,
Imagine.
the Opera House hosts a variety of
Objection,
other
Your
performances.
Honor. Check out this cool trick I can do.
Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity
perfect.
gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
My brother's always
would be
excited to
interesting.
make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Alright, I would be delighted. Let's go.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
A magic pocket, huh? What's so special about it?
What are they going to use it for?
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine.
Ooh,
It says
okay.
that every
We're
person
gonna get
in
an artbook for
Fontaine
it.
is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the
The
waters,
sin
and only
is
the
not watching
Hydro
out for their
Archon will
emissions and
remain,
causing global
weeping on
warming,
her
thus
throne.
making the sea levels rise.
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are
I guess
lots
we'll
of
find
guesses.
out.
Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath.
Rina will be
Others say that the
lonely.
people
Oh
of Fontaine
no.
never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence.
Where's
for
the
any of
evidence?
these
You need
claims, so
evidence.
they can
Without
only
evidence,
be
it's all
regarded as
bullshit. It's
conjecture.
bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge
Still,
it.
The people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed.
To quote a certain character.
Wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
But now the water is engulfing our memories, and it won't be long before it engulfs us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I
Spoiled in
think
your
that the people
Genshin
of
stream?
Fontaine
Spoiled on
shouldn't
what?
ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the
I haven't
people
done that
residing
quite-
in the
oh,
waterfront can move
no.
away before it's too late.
You poor
So
lad.
we started distributing magic pockets to them.
But that's not my
magical
fault the camera
item,
panned
these
over
magic
there.
pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Hyman gets it. It's like preparing for a rainy day. But this is more than a bit of rain.
If the prophecy is true, then is there no way to prevent the disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
What do you mean regardless of what they say? You will take this pocket and you will like it.
What's this? Ah, so you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
Oh, you will.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe
I will not
in
leave
another
until you have this pocket. Yes.
Story says that people
Where's
once
Rob when you
lived
need
in
him?
the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Well, that's an interesting way to look at it, I guess.
But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
Yeah, just in case, you know.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
I feel like it might, though. Oh, well, I'm just gonna have a quick peek over here. I don't think the game needs anything from me over here, but I just want to have a look around. By the way, can I just say again, this looks really nice. I mean, no surprise, really. I expected this to look great, but still. Actually, now is probably not the best time to explore. I want to progress with the story after all. I can always do looking around later. I already know it looks nice, so I don't have to confirm that with my own eyes. Exactly, exploration can always be done later. When for example, it can be done when I'm working on that quest, that event quest.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier.
Take this.
Oh, a magic pocket?
Oh, I know.
Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Thanks.
You see, the thing
Please,
is,
also
at least the
thank
main
the
story is
magician on my
always going to be
behalf
marked
when
on the
You
map.
get the chance.
Even if you're tracking a different story, the main story will always be marked on the map as that big yellow dot. So as long as I stay as far away from that dot as possible, I should be fine. What? I don't think that was still here during the cutscene. How dare they just make it disappear? Hello. Take this bag.
I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything.
Oh, and you just
Life is
and you're just gonna
all
say,
about
well,
living in
fuck
the
future
moment.
generations then,
What
huh?
use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, you won't get to it. And then all the future generations are gonna be like, damn,
No one it'll come in handy.
they really fucked us.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
Sweet. To run into the main story and can't stop it, imagine. Imagine. Oh, down here. We're back to you now. Alright, we handed out like 3 of them.
You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some interesting opinions.
No kidding.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Fair, I guess.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
And to think we're an hour in and we haven't
Yes,
officially
one
headed
last
up
thing.
yet.
I have the magic
Although I have
pockets
gone
made
there
by
a little bit
workshop in
early.
the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers.
I think I just picked 1 or
remember
2 of
seeing
them.
near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
How many do you need? 3. Oh, I need to pick fresh ones, of course. Oh, what are those other? Oh, those were a different kind of flower. Okay. Different kind. I was wrong. I am sorry.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect Romaritime flowers.
Oh, you mother... I hate it when they force me to switch my party around. It's annoying. Where did I have Mona again? Not here. This team, I guess. Eh. Now there's 2 different flower types you need to use Hydro on if you want to collect them. Because apparently one of them isn't enough. There's 1 you need Pyro for, and 2 you need Hydro for. And 1 you need Animo for. Anything else? I don't think so. I think those are the only ones you need elements for, right? I might be wrong, though. Alright, I'm back. Has 2 Hydro characters.
I can tell
Imagine
you're an
being unbalanced
experienced
like
traveler.
that.
I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power saving mode today.
I'm in power
Otherwise,
saving
I
mode
fear
every
I
day.
may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though
This
the
team is literally
performance is still a
okay,
long way
fair.
off. Now that we're finished here,
I just
we
don't
should
know
get
anything
ready to
about
head
what's
back to the
good
court of Fontaine.
competitively. Why do I say competitively? There's no player versus player, but what's like good? Like if you're taking it super serious.
Tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Alright, let's go.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Yes, of course I want the best team fair.
Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief.
Obviously?
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
So should we like catch her? Knock her out? Butt
Shh,
touching,
keep your voice
yes.
down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up.
Yeah, always split up. Truly
You two can ride
genius.
the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Understood.
All right, let's
Finally
go.
going to the top, but I'm not gonna have to ride the lift. I can just teleport, right? Hehehe. I'll cut her off real quick. There's no way she'll see this coming. I'm already there.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait.
Oh, would you look at that? Look who's here. Before doing this. Yep.
Isn't that her?
Get ready to stop her.
Oh no. Did she notice us? She started running the other direction.
There's not far to run in the other direction, right?
Should we chase her?
Unless we're on the side facing the ocean. Our job is to block this path.
You're right.
Again, as I said, there might not be much somewhere to run on the other side. But there's no sign of the
Nothing's
thief.
happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief.
Seems there's no reason for us to stay here. Let's go find Lenny. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like we should wait here until we hear from Lenny again. I feel like if we leave now, that's not gonna work. I am just gonna grab that real quick. My first Hydroculus! Okay. Now to go back down. Wait for that? Never mind. Alright.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier.
Convenience of
Anyway,
Zhongli, yes.
I should be going now. Thanks again.
Again, another reason why I love the Zhongdong.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw
Damn.
the general
Imagine
direction
you
she
getting
went,
tricked.
But Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lenny?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all.
That still hurts like
In
hell.
fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
Oh no.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated.
We're still just on the
But at
border
least
of
we
the
were able to
nation.
get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete
We're
failure.
still chilling here at the border.
Slippery little thief.
After an hour.
All right in the end, though. Lenny's initiative paid off.
All right.
It's time
let's
to
put
go
this
in,
little
right?
Detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Yes. That's what we've been waiting for. Come on. So I imagine now it would have been more easily accessible, huh?
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
I
This is
imagine
an
they do.
aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The
Oh,
scenery is always
no.
the same. That's why
They
it's
don't
better to
have a
travel
roller
with
coaster
friends.
ride like they did in
You
that
mean
event
it's still
map.
boring, even when I'm riding with you.
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it
Yeah,
doesn't
because
really
you
feel
talk
like a
too
real
much.
trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Alright, we good to go then?
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
Ether just nods. I mean, that's
It's about
me.
time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Oh! For a second I thought Yanfei, but that looked different. Is that the... was that the journalist, maybe? That is the journalist!
Huh?
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Yeah, it her.
Charlotte!
Charlotte! Fancy
Never
seeing you
guessed I'd
again.
bump into you while riding the aquabus. In the story of my life, this is big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Well,
It's
wouldn't
quite
you
the
like to
coincidence.
know?
But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Nice already seeing some of the nation in
No
the
need for
background
introductions,
while moving
Paimon.
around.
I would
recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Wait too long, the dialogue is going to continue automatically. Makes sense because this is moving along here.
From the
Yeah.
Steambird, huh?
I mean, it's autoplay
We've
for
often
me
relied
anyway,
on
so
your
it's going to
paper
move
to
along
promote
by
our
itself.
performances.
So, you know.
It's an honor to meet you.
But it makes sense. So this is kind of forced autoplay if you take
Now that
too
everyone
long.
knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place. So, what have you been up
Alright.
to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Fair, fair. Nice
Not
little,
too much. When there isn't any breaking news,
nice
I
little
mainly
info
cover the
there.
trials at the Opera House. You could still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Oh. That would definitely get my attention, but that's not really the kind of news you're after.
Ah, you're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country.
Well, now that I'm here, I'm sure you'll encounter some of that.
Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately.
Ah, you already know.
A series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
Oh?
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh,
Well,
when that
damn.
happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy.
But again, you can get some nice scoops because I'm here now. Again, every nation I go to, I do some big shit.
Serial disappearances of young women case.
I'll probably have to look into this case too. Let's face it.
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappeared.
Alright. Time for Master Detective Code to get back on the case.
And that they all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many
Intriguing.
suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case.
So one
but
can
shortly
assume
after each
these
arrest,
girls are
another
probably
disappearance will
dead.
always happen.
Must be more than one criminal at work? Maybe there are copycat criminals. That is also a fair point. We have dealt with a copycat criminal very recently in another franchise.
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Oh, exposing the
Yes,
truth is
I
what
agree.
we're all about at
And
the World
very
Detective
least, The family
Organization.
of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Damn. She has a vision. I'm sure she can fend for herself in case of an emergency. Continue talking on the aqua bus, and before you know it, you're arriving at your destination. Load in. Let me see it.
Hey, we're almost there. Look.
Work well together, like as characters, like if you have both of them in a party. That's nice. She do be doing a lot of flips right now. You have to admit, again, with I say it again with every single nation we visit, but this nation looks really, really nice. Like how? How do they do it? All these nations look so distinctive, but yet none of them fail to look amazing.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Ah, yes.
Us as well. The
And the music, yeah.
Quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay. Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya.
So that dialogue is definitely different if you haven't played the event where you run into her, right? So again, they had to have 2 different dialogue segments. Just for the people who already know her.
Well, where should
Much like how it was when you met the
If you
balladeer
don't
again.
mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Because the balladeer you also first met during an event.
We wouldn't mind at all.
And they had
The
different
city is
dialogue
so
depending on
huge,
that.
Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Alright, let's have a look around here, I guess. And by have a look around, I mean follow exactly where the story wants us to go. Oh. Ooh. That looks fancy. Why this looks so good though? Alright. Let's have a look. Okay, the statue is up there. So we'll have to go in that direction for the story anyway. I'm sure it won't be much further after we encounter whatever they want us to encounter. And we'll get to go to the Statue of the Seven. And unlock more of the map again.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Oh,
where did everyone
roommates?
else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Well, someone has that emo haircut. Gotta cover up one of my eyes.
See. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine.
Ah, so
he is
relative.
a phenomenal diver.
Not just roommate.
Hello.
Head guy and official. Some use their hair, some use an eye patch.
Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Lenny sure seems to have a big family. How many siblings do you have? Is it just you 3 or are there more? Some are Megumin.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
Ah, here we go. Alright.
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
It's alright, you guys go ahead. I can just go on to the Statue of the Seven in the meantime. Or something.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
And this is where they backstab us.
It's nothing.
Imagine.
We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's
Well,
our
there you
Fremine.
go.
Always quick with the underwater work.
This is the part where we
Alright,
kill you.
I'll take these to
May
the
not.
workshop.
Yes. Well, this is the part where he kills us. Ah, but we're not at chapter 9, the part where he kills you. Sun, rain.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you don't say. It looks like rain. Is it something different?
Wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
May
I'm
not.
afraid that's
Yup.
just how it is here. It often
Oh,
rains
no.
on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House.
Imagine.
But don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine.
Oh, great. Yet another dragon.
don't know
Like,
where
I
the
haven't
dragon
faced
went.
enough of those yet.
Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain.
I mean,
When I was
I'm
a
totally
child,
down with facing yet another
my mother
dragon.
told
I
me
could
that
do
if
it.
I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Could it be the elemental dragon of Fontaine? It's a diesel dragon.
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual.
Yeah. Again, we faced the Dendro elemental dragon, the Animo elemental dragon. We know the Electro elemental dragon died a long time ago because, you know, struck down.
Doesn't seem to be of any
And we
use.
faced an
It is
elemental
just a
dragon in
legend
Leo, eh?
after all.
That being
You
Asia, huh?
know, you might be a more popular magician
Yeah.
if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Damn. Then we just gotta no longer be strangers. And there we go.
It rained for longer than I suspected.
Well, we got just standing
It's already
out here in
getting
the
late.
rain for all that time until we while we waited for it to stop.
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last Aqua Bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the Aqua Bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain.
We
in
got a
front of
fox
the Opera
girl.
House.
Yup. Again, they did have a dragon. But it be dead. Very sad. Sounds good. You go ahead, Linny.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the traveler to help us take these materials to the Bomo
Right on
workshop
Dragon
and
Spine?
deliver them to the owner there. I'm afraid that Fremine
I mean,
can
fair.
be quite
That thing was super
introverted,
massive.
and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine
The
has
thing
always
is,
been a little afraid.
maybe people don't talk about it. Because everybody hates Dragon Spine. I hate it.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Please please just make the Mondstadt treasure compass work on Dragon Spine. Why is that so hard? If the Liyue compass works in the chasm and the Inazuma compass works in Enkanomiya, then why would the Mondstadt compass not work on Dragon Spine? It doesn't make sense. It really does not make sense. I did see a teleport point around here somewhere. Right, when the camera was looking around? Wasn't there one next to us somewhere? Or was I imagining stuff? I guess I am just imagining things. Yeah, they can be unlocked after stream. That's fair. Just figured if I was right next to it anyway, I might as well grab it. But I guess I was wrong, and I wasn't right next to it. I'm getting closer to the statue as well. But I guess it's pretty high up.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
No, Paimon. There is no one here.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're
Yes.
making, what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets.
That.
I could tell right away. I've already made several orders
Is he,
for it now.
a what? A what now? A who and why and when? Or is that one of those new creatures that were shown during the event? During the web event? I think the web event showed off some creatures. If it's one of those, then I probably saw it in that cartoonish version. But other than that, I don't know what you're talking about. Do we need to pay?
No, no need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they
I
were
had to
using
do
them
it.
for,
Primo
I even
gems, you
offered
know?
them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Huh.
Oh, so is Linny actually loaded?
One would
I can't
imagine.
say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Damn, look at all the other blacksmiths still doing
Why
stuff
use your
by
hands when
hand.
the machine can do the work.
Yeah.
It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Ah, well, it's
Loaded and
a
broken
little
Fontaine.
complicated.
Hmm?
I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for
Paimon
you.
shouldn't even say anything about loaded or broke.
Basically, everything
Other
we
than
usually
the fact
use
that
here
we
in the
are
city is
loaded,
powered by
apparently.
Indenium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Energy produced from trials.
Produce energy.
This should be the headquarters of the World Detective
I'm
Organization.
not sure of all the details myself, but
Except in the
basically,
story, yes.
when a
According to
trial
the
is in
story,
session,
I am
the
broke, but
police
in
and
actuality, I am
Danganronapa
super
and Rain Code
loaded.
harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Venti and Nahida both said the gods rely on belief to obtain power. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like...
So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of
Which means that the power of... the power that runs in... The power that runs all of Fontaine is nothing less than the Hydra Archon's power then.
Besides Indemnitium, we have another type of energy called Pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking,
Well, these people don't seem too nice.
words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of CodeErr by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Another test subject times 4.
Go running off by the end of this month.
I'ma kill them all right now.
50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh? You...
Can I kill them?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
You're right. Ah, damn it, no. But I want... I mean, if I help her out, I'm definitely gonna get on everyone's bad side, because I'm striking down people who are probably running an honest business, even if they don't sound like it. But, sounds like a usual case of someone owing somebody else money. Let me kill them!
Before you go around trying
Oh
to collect
god.
payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
Oh god, it's him.
If Confrérie of CodeErr wants to poach clients
Oh,
from
it's
Northland
him.
Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you
Oh,
still
he
owe the bank
back.
a hefty sum of Mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
Oh no.
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Oh, look how the turntables. Same exact line.
I'm on. I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
So,
Too.
what is you up to?
You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Yep, the turntables indeed. We sure seem to have run into a lot of friends. I would put quotation marks on friends. Fontaine really is a curious place.
Long story short, I've already been
And
in
they're
Fontaine
so
for some time now,
confused.
and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
Oh no.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Yeah, he do be cool, but
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid
again,
anything
there's
that
gonna be
seems
conflict
time
here because
consuming.
Fatui.
Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far, right, Traveler?
I mean, we almost got accused of a crime of breaking a law that we didn't even know existed. I think we've already weathered enough storms for now. I don't mind a little excitement every now and then. Yeah, a little excitement ain't too bad.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
I feel like you should be glad if he's forgetting you.
Often I run into the traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there?
Or something, so it's fine. You're totally not, right? Totally not a harbinger.
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Are you sure you should be getting mad at him?
Boy, if you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Oh, that's an invitation.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Look at us just catching up.
That's
The best frenemies.
All right, boys. Let's see who has
You know what? Yeah, Child and the Traveler just best frenemies for
Let me
life.
finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients.
Guess
You're
no
the ones who
choice.
started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be.
Well,
my
I'm gonna be able to
witnesses,
kill
okay?
them. Yeah, because he's gonna. Yeah, because Child kills them. Okay, sure, I'll be a witness. Go ahead. They're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
It sure won't. 3, 2. Oh no, I get to do it. Well, look at that.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Took longer than I expected.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, you're not, just now realizing he's a harbinger.
Oh, now you notice.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
know.
little late, don't you think?
I mean, he do be a fun character,
Just
but
make sure
again,
you
I'm way too much of a
understand that you
Jean-Lee
don't
simp.
mess with
I'm
Northland
sorry.
Bank. Got it? Huh?
Wait.
Now's my chance.
Is that where I come in? Time to save our frenemy. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he doesn't need a vision to kick ass.
Huh. That was weird.
Interesting, we're in the Hydro Archon's nation, and your Hydro vision seems to be acting up. Fascinating. What just happened?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision.
And there they go, running off.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Again, might have something to do with the Archon.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to
must
stay
have something
sharp,
to do with
I
the
shouldn't be
Archon.
relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You better not use your delusion too often.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
Give us all the juicy
Well,
details.
I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
You go traveling when you're in a bad mood.
Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But
Is
recently,
that so?
there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Huh. And you've...
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected
Perhaps.
with that power you're feeling inside.
Perhaps because the Hydro Archon is
That
very
is a
strongly connected
possibility.
to justice, and you're not fighting for the for a just cause right now. Just saying, just throwing that out there. Just an idea. It's about this power.
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss.
Oh, don't
It
bring
was
up the
during that
abyss.
time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques.
I see, I
One
see.
time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
It.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
It is not referring to your vision, is it? It's something
She never
different.
explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't
A
breathe.
whale, you say?
A whale?
90% of the Genshin fanbase.
That sounds familiar. When we fought against you before,
Yeah, he does also
you
summon one.
summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to
It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss.
Huh.
But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Probably because it's already submerged, I would imagine, maybe?
Sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm
with
out
the
of
sea
leads at
levels
this
rising,
point,
as they
but
said.
There's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be.
Sure you
so
do.
I should get going.
What?
I'm sure,
Work for the Northland
now that we know that he's around the area, I'm
No,
sure we'll run into him
it's more of a
again.
personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official
Huh.
champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Well, that seems like something that he
Yep,
could get
in
into.
Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
I feel
The
like if
champion
Child ever
duelists
left the
are
Fatui, this would be a
all-powerful
perfect
fighters
job for
selected
him.
from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging
bored,
in
time
such
to
a
beat
duel is
some ass.
regarded as a
Tag,
symbol of
yup.
defending your honor.
That's
If
him
a
through and
criminal
through.
manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel.
Huh.
Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death.
What if we're gonna be the
So
first?
really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of
We're gonna get accused of something, get the death penalty, and we're gonna have to duel.
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually
Just throwing
win.
out there what I think might
Fontaine
happen.
probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine.
Of course.
Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some
Is that the one
time
we saw at
before
the
she
harbor
finally
earlier? I
agreed to
think
face
so.
me today.
The name was only mentioned for a second,
That's
though.
Child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
Yeah, so it was the one.
Clorinde.
We met the Hydra Archon. I'm terrible at remembering names. Yeah, no, when we met, I am terrible at remembering names, but yeah, when we met her.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Wait.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
The Traveler has a vision
I'm just
now!
worried that it could become
Hooray!
uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now.
Interesting.
Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come
Again,
retrieve it when
imagine
I have some
having
time
that
later.
much trust in an enemy to just hand them over the source of all your abilities.
Talk to us again, don't you?
That's how you
Whatever
know
gave
you
you
really
that
have,
idea?
like,
I'll be in touch
faith in you.
later.
Like, when you have an enemy who you can trust like that. Yeah, I know he has a delusion too. I know he has a delusion.
Sneaky guy.
Still.
Said he's been feeling down lately, but
Again, the
he's the
delusion
same
takes a
as
big toll
Paimon.
on him, okay? Unlike the vision.
Since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Under Paimon's enthusiastic leadership, you walk around the court of Fontaine. Again, best frenemies. Who else could you trust to give your vision to?
The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along.
Hey, don't blurt it out, Paimon. It's rude to spoil the mystery. It's rude to spoil. Okay, so we all agree Paimon is an asshole. It's rude to spoil, Paimon. Shut your foul-ass mouth up right this instant.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised.
No.
Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery
So ban her.
novels here are
Alright,
amazing.
hang on, let me go real quick. /ban Paimon. But also no. Yeah. Never thought I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading.
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
You already spoiled who the murderer is. Can't stand people like this.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time.
There's not gonna be a next time. Leave. I don't want to see you anymore.
Linny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going. Linny said that the Opera House is on AR60, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
Right, the Aquabus. Alright. Why is it telling me to go that way? These stairs seem to be closer. Unless they don't lead up there for some reason. I guess I'll just trust where it's telling me to go. Oh, right, elevators. Those exist. Also, there's a viewpoint. Just gonna grab that one real quick. Teleport? It's telling me to go there. There is no teleport point there. Alright. Let's go. Fourth floor, I imagine? I didn't read everything, I just pressed. Okay. But I imagine we're gonna have to go all the way up. No, I shall pass my goal. Alright, one floor further down. But before I do that... No, jump, I could. I want to see, because the statue, is that up here? There. I might as well just grab the statue real quick to uncover the map, okay? There we go. Blind error. Hey, I went up here totally on purpose because I knew this was where the map was, okay? And now I can see everything. Alright, let's go back down. Alright, third floor. Why is it telling me to go higher? What do you mean higher? Yeah, definitely cannot teleport there because I've not been there yet. Alright. And yes, alright. When does the... Immediately. Okay, damn. Well, that's interesting.
The Navia line. I am Elfan. The boat will be departing imminently.
Yeah, it already departed.
Head, hands, or other other body parts outside the boat. The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so.
Cute.
Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't read it myself. The destination of the current tour is Arenas.
Look at the view too.
Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese.
Hang on, is that?
If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling,
Sorry.
you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment
Intriguing.
gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
But is that Mondstadt? There's no way I can see Mondstadt from here, right? That would be too far over. I should still be looking at Sumeru, so there still has to be something here in Fontaine. Because Mondstadt would be way too far away to see from here. Plus that looks way too intact. Yeah, that is something in here that we cannot get to yet. That is something here in Fontaine that we can't get to yet. Again, as I said, Spinne, I said it would be too far away. I said it would be too far away.
Take any forgotten items to Lost and Found. The paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
Alright, is it gonna turn? Turn around so I can get, yeah, it is gonna turn. No, but not all the way. Yeah. Did say that the hands are not suitable for grasping gloves. Okay, so that's where that's looking. Yeah, Mondstadt, it is in that general direction, but nowhere near close enough. We were looking at this area, I think. Alright. 2 Mondstadts away, or maybe even 3, yeah. Pretty far. This looks interesting. I mean, I had to go in this direction anyway, so I'll take that as a shortcut. And that's another boss, right? Yeah. That's another one of the 2 new boss fights. Look at them dance. I don't care. 1 boss? Yeah, I see that it's 2. But it's 1 fight. 1 fight, 2 opponents. There we go.
Now this is fancy.
Can approach them without them? Oh, that's interesting. So do they only attack after you attack?
Performance. No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking for.
Huh, that is interesting. That is pretty nice, though.
Looks
That
like
is
there's
pretty
a lot of people
nice.
standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child.
Ah, so it's a
We
wishing
pray.
fountain.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I mean, Spinner, I probably would have found that out
I
myself
guess
when
if
I do
there are,
eventually
kid,
challenge them.
There's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
I see that teleport point in the background. It's bothering me. Huh? Oh god, are we doing one of those things again where they're in our minds?
What's wrong?
And a viewpoint too! I see all that in the background, let me grab it. Did you just hear something? Did you just say something, Paimon?
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Whose voice was that just now?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water
Oh, hello
flowing through
there.
Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Yeah, it is not a plot point, at least. I probably wouldn't have done it on stream anyway, you know, so... But still.
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
I see both the viewpoint and the teleport point right there in the background, just begging for me to grab them. Seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
The voice was coming from the fountain. They are taunting me, I know.
Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard.
Oh?
In fact,
How kind of you?
You might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait.
What?
What? What does that have to do with anything?
When do you cry, Paimon? How about right now?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
Cue everyone ganging up on Paimon.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should
So basically
understand
every
that
time you get
tears
emotional.
contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
That's an interesting explanation. I'm not sure whether I buy it, though.
So, what did the voice say?
It seemed to be calling out someone's name.
Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first.
Alright. What's there to
Don't
worry
let that
about
calm
this
look of
time?
his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lenny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
They did die. Absolutely, totally.
That makes sense. Let's go in and see Lenny.
Yeah, but first, can I turn around? Yes, yes, yes. Give me viewpoint. Mine. Alright, where was I? Right, teleport point. Give me. Alright, now we go inside. And its face, I was probably supposed to come from this direction too. Leave them, please. Yes. Also, I do appreciate the fountains. Like the water fountains in the background, not the central fountain. Although that is also nice. Alright, let's go in. They do look pretty cute. How cute. Spinner, stop taking the words out of my mouth, please. Please. We can all admit they are super adorable. Everyone is in agreement.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
Alright, let's see your skill in action then.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment, I'll fetch the tickets.
How kind of you to show me the best seats. Appreciate it.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Well, very nice. Was that a magician? Why, yes. Also, welcome to the stream, by the way. Hope you're doing well. I just arrived in the new nation today. This is my first time experiencing Fontaine.
Oh, I'll be right there.
Hope you're having a
There's
great
an
day,
issue
by the
with
way.
Stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Sure, you do that.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
Honestly, so far I'm enjoying this new nation. Again, they always look amazing. Got a reason to play the game now. Ah, yes. Again, this nation dropped a few days ago. So, still everything here is very fresh. Very new. Open up. Naturally, I was able to dive right into the story of this nation because I've played everything up until now. So anyone who starts playing now, I mean, I think you might be able to travel here. Unless Paimon tells you to turn around. But yeah, you can't experience the story right now. I think you can't even travel there until it's time to go here in the story. Oh well. See the magician. Very fair, very fair. Alright, I want to see the magician in action now. Gonna stream Genshin tomorrow, please? Yes. I already put it on the schedule, by the way, if you check. It's already on the schedule. So yes, I will continue tomorrow. I'm gonna have to, after all. Yeah, we do have the front row seats. Although, let's not forget, last time I was in a front row seat in a performance, or last time I was watching a performance, somebody died on stage. So we gotta be careful of what we do. Also, someone watching us, I saw that face there earlier. Who is you?
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since
Not
we're
in
sitting
Genshin,
together
if
and
you're
the
asking
rest
that
of the
question,
place is
Spinnen. Not in
practically empty
Genshin.
still. It's kinda awkward if we don't
I
say
mean, I
anything.
totally have no clue what we... What? Someone died on stage? When? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. Alright, isn't this usually your job? Yeah, Paimon. You usually talk. I just sit there quietly observing.
Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
So who is
I would
you?
be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you
Well,
heard
now I
all
like-
of that, did ya?
We'll see how I feel about this character. So far, I'm a little bit sus. Always be sus of a character, I guess.
Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
This is getting even more awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so a fan then.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly
Just
forgot
shut
to
up,
make an
Paimon,
introduction.
please.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
You might have heard of us. Kind of famous, you know.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat.
There you go.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
About to get cut off.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have
Yep.
you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
Huh. Well then.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice.
Oh,
that
boy.
seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Well, damn, and we just casually just chatted here. Then again, we casually chat with gods nowadays, so who cares?
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to.
Oh?
There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Oh, look who
I
it
believe she
is.
is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
It really is just Fischl again. Oh no. Fischl is the Hydra. Again, Fischl is the Hydra Archon. The two of them should really meet up at some point. They really should.
She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face.
Please tell me they will meet up at some point, at least in an
Right
event.
through her act.
Also, don't tell me if
Very
you know
good.
anything.
That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention.
But the two of
may
we all
now
agree the
enjoy
two of them
show.
need to meet up, right? We all agree? Great.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my
Yeah,
preparations.
you gotta
and
like
the
the chill and calm
performance will start
characters.
as soon as the audience has made
I
their
mean, he
way
does
to
seem
their
very calm and
seats.
collected.
The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
The crowd enters the venue and the curtains open for the show to begin. Oh, of course, it had to be an animated cutscene. Never mind.
The show must be starting!
Please tell me it's an animated cutscene properly.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epicles. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here
Alright.
is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Can we get more applause?
Hello, everyone.
There it is. There's the applause. A bit overdue.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Oh, tossing their visions aside for a second, much like Child did earlier.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh.
Good point.
Giving them to travel. So you have 3. Yes, give me more visions.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily.
Of course,
Perhaps
everyone's
in
gonna
an
miss the cute
unexpected
assistant
way.
over
I'm
the
sure
actual
she'll be
magician.
stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never
Can't
know
run
what
them
can
all.
happen in the blink of an eye.
It is nice attention to detail. Oh,
A magician's greatest skill
so it is
making
animated.
things
Good.
disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Pull something out of the hat. Classic trick. Oh. So not quite pulling something out of the hat yet. Oh. Except he is. Yeah, dove in the hat. Classic.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before.
Yeah, as I said, a classic.
So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Ooh.
Using this water tank,
It's a water
I
tank
shall
escape
make my
act.
sister vanish completely.
It's a water
right
tank
before
escape
your
act.
very eyes.
Ooh, the last time I saw one of those in fiction, it did not end well. I'm not gonna mention where I saw it, and when and how it might not have ended well.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully.
This is an act.
With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage. So
Yeah,
let me
part
show
of the
you what a
act.
true virtuoso can do.
Well, good thing I haven't seen the trailer.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi.
Now she naked. Change of clothing, maybe? Or same outfit? Same old, same old. Imagine if she also had a change of clothing. She got Thanos. Amazing. Please tell me we get more. Please tell me we get more acts like this, because I do appreciate a nice show every once in a while.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't seem to do anything.
Happy Archon noises as well, right? How can one not be happy? What a show.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking.
Yes.
To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
I don't even know how that worked.
Yes, you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared.
Well, time to switch into investigation mode. We're gonna figure out
Thank
everything
you,
behind the
everyone.
trick.
I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for
There might have been
everyone
effects,
here.
and there might have been a secret
The
escape
magic of
hatch on
transformation
the
and
back, like on the
disappearance
side
can go
facing
far
away from the
beyond what you've
audience.
just seen.
But what do I
I'm
know?
sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Oh, could it be
Please,
me?
if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap.
Am I gonna be part
Our
of it?
lucky
Is
audience
Paimon gonna be
member and
part
I
of
will
it?
each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey,
And who is he gonna
do you think
choose?
this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Oh, let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects
Oh no, it's
numbers
RNG,
entirely
my
at
worst
random.
enemy.
Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have
Huh.
the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute.
Well, there you
Please,
go.
come
Also, I
forward.
appreciate the lurk,
My
by the way.
assistant
Thank
will
you.
take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
Ah, yes. True
You don't need
comfort.
to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
Just wait, you're gonna be on stage in a second.
All
And
right.
everyone's gonna applaud
Before I enter
you,
the magic
not Lily.
box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like
True comfort
this.
comes from the ceiling. Yeah, the
60,
ceiling is very
59,
comfortable.
58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Huh, is that so?
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
I'm sure Lenny's prepared.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together.
Ah, we're actually gonna practice
Repeat after
counting
me.
here.
60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the
The
other
music's
side once you
kicking
finish
in.
Counting.
Music's already there, let's see it. Let's see him do the trick.
52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Neverlet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here.
Very
as it is.
fair. And the crowd
Merely a
goes
consequence of
wild.
my
Yes,
identity
magic
and
hype.
personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
Paimon, can we focus again?
38!
Oh boy. I mean, we already know it's gonna work.
All right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic.
Oh.
It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Misdirection, right? Everyone's gonna start looking up now.
Saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Imagine that was just misdirection. But no. There's no way everyone would be looking up. Multiple people would just still focus. I think it's all part of the show. Exactly. Ooh. Are we still counting?
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Come from the stage? Maybe it was just to divert our attention. That could also be.
Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it. 25! 24! 23!
Come on!
What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19! 18! 17!
Oh boy. Is it part of the show still?
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's alright. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
Oh boy, let's see it. It is animated again.
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
Good part of the show.
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count.
Oh? Actually, him showing up right before the countdown ends. You gotta love to have a little bit of humor in the shows as well. Nice. And there's the audience member. Applause indeed. Oh. That?
What happened?
That? You know what I said that last time I watched a magic show in a game? It did not end well, and it also involved a water tank. Why did I think it would be okay this time?
Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
But down the stage? Yeah, I know, right? Funny I should say that.
Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yeah, that feels fair.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Now you're stuck in here? That is fine. I don't mind being stuck at a crime scene. After all, I am a master detective. After some time, the guards complete their investigation. Hopefully they're better than the
person
peacekeepers.
who was in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found.
Oh, so another case of
It
the
appears that this
disappearing
incident
girls,
was not
huh?
merely some mishap with the performance.
I feel like this is
And there are
connected to
many
that one ongoing
indications
case
that
then.
it is connected with the case
Yeah.
of the serial disappearances.
As
of
he
young
said.
women.
You wonder what magic show you watched? Yeah, then keep wondering.
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
Put off like this. In front of an audience, including the Archon and Chief Justice. Yeah. Is that the Bite of 87? Oh. The Fall of 87. Sorry, was that the Fall of 87?
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really. Using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
Oh.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
I mean, it's fair that he would be a suspect,
This whole thing was an accident.
but I very much so doubt it, because 1, it would be obvious, 2,
All occurred
seems like a
during
chill
your
dude,
magic
3, he's a
show
playable
treatment.
character.
The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right.
Yeah, wait, this...
He was
It
in
isn't
the box
right.
on the stage the entire time. We could even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He's a suspect at most.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates?
What about Lynette?
That you are pressing charges?
True, where is she at right now?
Just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
Again, like Fischl putting on airs and then being like, oh yeah, actually...
Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people.
Oh god, your Spinne!
Me even more than
Ah, yes, the next accusation.
our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Linney, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust Linney. Tartan.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Linney's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But
Alright,
draws
let's
really
see.
are the most boring possible outcome.
Drunk Venti.
So, no more draws. Between
Are
the
we
two
sure that
of
the
us,
fireworks
there
are
must
what
be a
burned the
clear
rope?
winner and
It could
loser.
have been someone
And
using...
what better place to hold
Again,
such a riveting showdown
we know the
and
rope was
decide
burned by
true
the looks of
victor
it.
than here.
Do we know it was because of the fireworks display? Could have been. It could have also been sabotage by someone else who wanted to make it look like it was part of a mishap in terms of the with the magic production.
Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a
Master
trial
Detective
is
Code,
in
go.
order.
I am on it. I'm already thinking of some theories.
Well,
but we haven't really
seems
investigated
Lady Farina
yet.
has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Yes, I am. I have some experience in the matter.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases.
Investigate. Again. Did that on Saturday, I can do it again today. Just call Yanfei. Some.
Linney and his
Some
troop
go.
are all
Hey.
potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day
Yeah,
isn't
1,
that
2,
long.
V3, Rain Code. Yeah,
See
so
kind
what?
of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
I do be a big shot, though.
I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Eventually, I want to play Ace Attorney too, like those games. When dismissed and the audience begins to leave along with Furina and... No, yes. Alright, Lenny, I'm your attorney. Let's do this. I need to investigate. First, tell me everything about your trick.
That happened just now.
Well, I will
Were you
have to
frightened?
find out the details of your trick by myself, which will only waste time that I could use investigating something else.
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but
Yes.
now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think
He
I
will
could
help you save
possibly
us?
be the murderer?
I would hope that he would give me everything. No, no.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point.
Which is fair.
But
It's
if
fair
you
to
ask me,
suspect
the
you.
whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left...
So
is
you're gonna be my
confusion.
assistant in this investigation,
I don't know
then.
whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box.
Dangan Impact
As
5th.
for how
Yes.
that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
That is very strange. Still denying what happened.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the
Hey, mate,
impossible
yeah,
could not
yes!
happen. Whatever happened,
Yes,
must
you're
have been
right.
That which is possible.
Yeah, where did you get those glasses? Paimon is... Okay, Paimon is clearly better at misdirection than we expected. Perhaps the culprit was Paimon! Paimon, testify. I need to know everything. Nah, sadly, we are witness to Paimon's alibi. Paimon was next to us in the audience. It can't be Paimon, as much as I would like to point fingers here. Because of Homepage Third, yeah.
Paimon bought them when we were meeting at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
My travel funds are massive.
I
That
think
wouldn't
they
have
look
been a
cute on you,
problem.
Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self.
Yeah, this is no time to despair.
But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence.
I mean, that's why you have me, isn't it?
Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you die. I'm used to this sort of thing, yes.
Just leave it to us.
I'm very much so used to it.
Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Yeah, do you have an
Oh,
alibi?
well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our
Yeah, I
magic
know that
shows a
stuff
work
would
of
suck.
art, We've poured countless
At
hours
least
and
they are not
spared no
forcing
effort
me
in
to
perfecting
investigate
it.
the magic trick on top of everything
But if
else.
revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks.
Come up
We'll go
somewhere.
speak with the guards, and in
I
the
would
meantime,
be so
you
happy.
can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Yeah, honestly, I also hope that Rain Code has a reference.
Teams are still here. Detective Paimon is
Do something that will take hours. Alright, fair, collect the points. You're not missing much, just another investigation. Alright, time to investigate.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
We're Linny and Lynette's attorneys.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Whirlpool, get it? Water.
What do you mean?
Is Paimon really gonna keep wearing that for the
Come
entire
with me and you'll
investigation?
see.
If so, nice. Alright, what did you
The
find?
deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal.
We know that much.
Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him.
He did seem pretty
The
comedic on the
assistants are
stage.
usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience,
Hey.
the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
But why was Cowl inside?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage.
But do we know it was the pyrotechnics?
All these factors lining up so perfectly.
And if it
makes
was the
hard to see
pyrotechnics,
this
who
as
had
a mere
access to
accident.
them?
If
Who
anything,
set them
the more
up?
logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Most confusing thing.
But we've known each other for...
He should be Smush, right? Yeah, exactly.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand.
Yeah?
I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
I mean, that's fair. Witness testimonies can be faked. It is true. However, people can also be the most reliable evidence at times.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious.
Yes.
Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Alright, let's get to it. Use the case records to confirm your current evidence and clue collection situation. And or case-related information. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in the case record, then investigate the corresponding area to locate them. Alright, time to grab those truth bullets! Use the perception skill to find evidence and clues that can be investigated with a certain radius around yourself. This will advance your overall progress. Investigation from the guards indicates that the fireworks launched at the tail end of the magic performance set the rope dangling the water tank alight, causing the tank to fall and kill Cowl, who was within it. It seems evident that Linny is the likeliest user of the prop to commit the crime. However, the reason for the victim being Cowl and the reason for the chosen lady's appearance remain mysteries. Deceased's identity. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cowl. He was well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. Okay. A detective in action.
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations well beforehand.
Yeah, this is a Paimon. It has to be. Alrighty then. Well, first let's start over here. This is where the magic box was struck. If Cowl weren't inside the box at that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Ah, the rope.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
Yes.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
Didn't realize it was a safety concern. Or, again, I already said I felt like it was just made to look like the fireworks burned it. There was either someone where... It might have been also sabotaged just beforehand.
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
I'm just looking at where the rope snapped. Does it look like there were clean cut marks or something?
This bit is made from different material.
Oh.
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable.
Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means...
It was definitely set up beforehand.
Let's write all this down. Let's take notes.
So it was definitely set up beforehand and not in the middle of it. The rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when fireworks were used on stage. The investigation has shown that the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. You got any extra info?
Go ahead, have a look around. In the end, we're both after the truth.
Alright, so no extra info from you. Examine the magic box. Stage after the guards completed the investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. Yeah. I should investigate the other box as well. Yeah, I know I have a skill, but I can just look at other stuff. Looks like an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do it? Fine. Over here, huh? I guess one more person to talk to then.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens
Asking
that I'm
for a
interested
friend.
Too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too
I
many
see,
facts
I see.
yet.
But I didn't see any clothing. I have to admit, sadly. So tell your friend
Then why
that
don't
I
tell
think
you
they're
my
gone.
hypothesis first. The way I see it. It all started with that loud thud.
True, that was kind of... But nobody pointed it out.
The sound that happened during the countdown?
Nobody pointed that out, though.
Yes,
It
exactly.
might have just been, you
It
know...
wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's
That
just
is
that
true.
everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice, Lynette perhaps, jumping atop the water tank or something
Highly
like that.
doubt that.
And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
She didn't cut the rope. The rope was made of
wasn't the noise
flammable
we heard too
material.
loud for
It burned up.
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
During the performance there was an audible thump that many audience members heard. Yes, that famous line, but no. I think whatever that thought was, it was something that happened probably below. The best idea for how they could have switched is that there's something below the box, like below the stage and audience area. If we're looking into how a magic trick like that could be pulled off. And maybe that was someone entering that area, and maybe... Fight, go, death, rain code. Yeah. Are some more people to talk to over here, maybe? Oh. You. Okay. Alright, Molly.
Lenny's still
What are you
talking to the
talking
guards.
about here?
It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Alright, you do that. Let's go back to the stage, because there is still some stuff I missed up there, apparently. Best check it out now. I have to use the stairs, of course. Maybe talk to some of the other people around here? I imagine. Yes.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Oh?
See?
So it
Told
wasn't
you.
random.
What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
So it definitely was connected to the missing girls' cases. They specifically wanted to select some woman to make her
Trying to
disappear.
help them? That'll be a tall order.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance.
So
to
they,
get a seat,
so whoever,
regardless of
so it
whether
has
it's
to be
a
someone who
trial
had
or some
access to
performance.
everything.
In other words, Lenny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
It is sus.
That much checks out. Lenny reserved our seats for us too.
It has to have been someone
see
of
why I
on
was
Lenny's
saying it'd
crew
be tough
if
to
they
make
had
a case
access
for
to
Lenny.
all this. They helped set. It has to have been someone who helped set up. That's the only thing that makes sense, because of both the rope suspending the tank and the random number generator. Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Lenny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Yeah. Choose a lucky number. The audience, however, the guards have found that it will generate the same exact number no matter what. Clearly someone has tampered with it. Let's talk to the people back here. Maurice! Talk to me, Maurice.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects.
Yes, and I
The
agree.
investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
State that. Yeah. Could you tell us who she is? We're their attorneys.
Sure. It's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Okay.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the opera
Yeah,
house,
stage devs
but
are
she'd
just
been
a
feeling some
common
pressure with
thing
her work
apparently in
which made her
mystery
decide
games
to come
now.
see the magic show.
People dying
Magic
with
Troop
everyone
members all
watching.
claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all.
Okay.
Which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case.
Well, there are some
Apart from the
similarities,
fact that
of
they
course,
were all
but
young
still.
women of around the same age range.
Yeah, there you
really
go.
weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Oh, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. For now, I just have to prove his innocence, and after I've proven his innocence, I can maybe try figuring out who's behind all this, really. She's the missing person. She's a famous painter who came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She is known to have been entangled in quarrels with any of the members of Linny's magic troupe. Okay. Okay, now all that's left is to go over there, apparently. So we gotta head outside a little bit. Okay. What kind of clues will we find here?
You. Yes, both of you. Over here. I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Oh god, it's the Mafia.
Huh? You mean us?
What did I do now?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No?
Do I get a truth blade?
By the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the bar about
Exact
that
same
one,
thing,
but
yep.
Who are you?
Alright.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
Is that so?
And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Alright then, we're getting to meet so many new important
play by
characters.
our
The good
rules call
Mafia.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
I mean, she's a big shot. The
Well,
biggest of big
I am the
shots.
second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
Ha! Great character. Again, we'll see, we'll see. I don't know her yet.
Navia is fine.
Ah, probably not that much of a big shot.
There were members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So, you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
You don't say.
We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Because it's too obvious.
Intuition, naturally.
Mustard and glasses?
My unparalleled
Yes.
intuition.
Well, as you might be able to tell, we're currently in the process of conducting an investigation. You know, to clear suspicion, find the true culprit. You know the drill. I'm completely used to this kind of stuff by now. Anyway, apparently she seems also very interested in the case that this whole incident is connected to. Okay.
Rita sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
I mean, Farina's quick to point the finger at anyone, from what I've seen.
That's not uncommon for her.
Yeah.
If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
I mean, again,
Well,
she seems pretty
what's your
intense.
opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Which might be.
Did that answer count?
Come on, what is your question? Just ask.
I say it does. But don't worry. You
There
won't hear
goes to be
any
some
pointless
pretty
questions
eyes,
from
yes.
me.
Also, Ivanov, hello!
In your opinion,
How are you
do
today?
you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Well?
Not always, but that's how they do it here.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside. Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment. Monokuma would like to disagree, but sure.
See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent.
Is
No matter
that so?
how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
Well, we have to find the facts.
That's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
No. I'm the one in charge. If anything, you're the assistant.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
Okay.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point, Paimon.
Far be it from me to brag,
She to be
but
main character
I
suddenly.
believe that Mademoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
Oh, so you're saying she's gonna be Arkyoko.
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearance.
Ultimate main
In this
character.
sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Life is good.
I have
Well, that's an interesting reason for your life to be good there. Springtrap singing, never gonna give you up. Wow.
We'll be making some preparations first.
Well, that is...
Just be sure to let
Imagine
us know if we
rickrolling
start
someone with
revealing
that.
these tricks.
Damn.
Thanks.
Nice. Alright, let's have a look around here. Do you have any extra info?
Sorry,
Any
but
testimony?
no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys,
Yes.
so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Well, now, yes.
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
Again,
The missing
that is
girl
good.
couldn't have left from here, at least not from that point on.
What about during the show? Did anyone step out during
I
it?
doubt there was much opportunity then either.
Fair.
Can you be so sure?
I still think there's a setup under the stage.
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time, I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck.
It was a great performance, but it ended in tragedy,
And I
sadly.
stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We
Okay, then.
Millipines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful.
Like harassed by Nice. Nice. That is good to know. Alright, entrances and exits to the Opera House. And no one left the Opera House during the magic show and after the incident happened. Only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
I still feel like we don't have enough evidence to prove anything.
Things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see
We
how
can
magic
definitely, we can most certainly say that the culprit has to be someone in Linny's troupe. Otherwise it wouldn't make sense because everything in the setup was prepared for this to happen. With the rope having a section that can be burned, and the random number generator being messed with. It has to have been someone in his troop. That is all I can say
Then I will
with
be going
certainty
with
right
you.
now.
Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
My new assistant. I'm working with the Mafia now.
I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions.
All right.
Would you mind if they join as well?
Nice quote there.
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Actually, that reminds me. I wanted to do something, didn't
Let's
I?
just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
Very fair, very fair. Let me click out of the game real quick, because I remembered I wanted to do something. And I feel like I should have probably done that on Saturday already. But I feel like now is the time to officially say it is done. At least that is one out of the two. It's hard to bear looking at my clay. I'm so overstimulated now. I'm getting tired. That sucks, that sucks. I mean, again, I can't fully understand what it feels like because I'm not in a situation like that, but still. The power, yeah, just don't misuse it or it's gonna be disappearing real quick.
Kind interest.
But that much is
Come with me.
obvious.
We'll be heading below stage.
It is below stage. There's gonna be a tunnel connecting the two boxes, right?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick.
I mean, that is the
But
only
before I
way
reveal
that would make
everything,
sense
you
for them
should
to
have a look
switch.
first. Notice anything strange here?
Let's go. Yes, you
I'm
do
not
have the
trying
power
to be
now.
Dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
I see the decorations inside are gone. Is this entire thing an
Balloons and
elevator?
Other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
Back of the door isn't the same?
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it?
Trig, will you also turn
notice
the-
anything.
Perhaps.
Very good indeed.
I mean,
I
Leon
thought
has
you might not be
confirmed
able
already
to
that they
catch
were
that,
willing
given that you were
to
sitting
accept.
in the first row.
So,
The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
there's a hidden compartment behind it. There's another box inside this one. Yeah, again, what I figured. Because it can't have just been like a trapdoor to make them switch, right? They couldn't have just gone down a trapdoor and then switch places, because otherwise the participant would be aware of what was happening. So the participant had to have their entire inside box lowered and moved over. So they didn't realize that they were, you know, getting moved. Could be in the what universe? Metal Gear Solid universe? Why? There's another box.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Alright.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box.
And it's a rail system. And this passage linked the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel.
I see.
this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate,
All
ensuring
right.
that the box will face in the right direction.
But it has to move slowly, otherwise the person inside will notice the movement.
So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and
I
be
mean,
moved along
again,
the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on
it
stage
had to have
as
been
if
something
nothing had ever
underground. There's
changed.
nowhere else where they could have switched. Any other way they could have exited the box and they would have been seen.
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here. with which it
Magic,
would
right,
complete the
true,
rest of
it's
the
magic.
steps. The audience
It's
member would only be able to
magic.
feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
You know, part of me wants to go hardcore into referencing Danganronapa right now, but I can't do that without potentially spoiling stuff for people who haven't played everything yet. As they had holograms in the 80s. The absurd tech scaling makes it... I see, I get it. Dang that Rompa, yes. Then, what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
He probably
Ah,
ran
yes.
over.
A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
Okay, but
My
he still had to
assistant
come
and I
out,
had already
right?
scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
Oh, or was Lynette
I was in
disguised?
the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Was she disguised as him or something?
Interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant.
Because again, he
And
still
by the
stepped
way,
out in the
I
last
was
few
the one who walked out
seconds.
of the box at the end.
Yeah, so it was
I
her.
mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one
Okay.
can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
Alright, nicely done, nicely done.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Definitely makes more sense than him just running over in the last 3 seconds. I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would.
You never know, yeah, I
But
know,
as
right?
you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come
Cheese
up with some
wheel.
more leads.
Ah, yes, a giant cheese wheel,
This is
perfect.
the scene of the crime.
No,
So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to
Yes.
stay here. I'll escort
this
them
is
back
the
up.
scene of the crime, exactly. The
Yes,
switch
of
must have
course,
occurred
no
down
need to be
here.
so strict now.
Down
won't
here, someone
disappear
must
into
have grabbed
thin
the
air, you
girl
know.
and put the victim inside the box
Thanks,
instead.
everyone. We're counting on you.
Question is how. A detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work, using a box inside a box. The idea was the box containing the audience member to be transported via a tunnel underneath, and Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of on-stage interactions. Stage magic box structure. The magic box on stage has an additional layer to its rear, which Lynette, in Linny's clothes, remained hidden. She would appear at the end of the magic trick, lead people to believe that Linny had been able to instantly move the box on the other side. Okay, and then she would have escaped to down here. So one thing we do know for a fact in that case is that the assistant who died definitely was in the box that the victim was supposed that the girl was supposed to be in. Another alternative initially could have been like since there was an extra compartment in the box on stage, the assistant could have been in there the whole time, and that would have saved the trouble of having to switch the two. But since Lynette was in there the whole time, that definitely clears up that. Because she would have noticed if there was someone else in there. So that rules out that possibility. Definitely was a case where the person just was switched in the second box. Audience side magic box structure. Magic box at the center of the audience stand has 2 layers. Beneath it is an entrance to an underground tunnel. This was how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience knowing. Life going being off topic. Yeah, watching these. Not the game. I mean, that's fair, that's fair. I mean, I do enjoy the fact that I am apparently entertaining enough, and the streams aren't relying entirely on the game. Let's examine everything. A ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above. Control board. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. Okay. What's this?
Huh. What's this?
Appears to be some kind of hook, but the question is, what was it used for?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Yeah, Lenny definitely didn't mention this. Let's think about what it could be used for. Could have been used for someone to get up above. But no, it still feels like the pyrotechnics were used to burn the rope and it was just prepped beforehand. Maybe this was used by someone to climb down here?
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick.
Yeah, I doubt that, I doubt
Why would it have
that.
been left here?
I think it's some kind of evidence the culprit left behind.
Let's make a note of it first.
Question is, what was it used for? Dropped hook rope. On the ground, a metal hook at the end of this rope. Its use is unclear. Mousetrap, cheese, spring lock suit. Wow. What a concept. Okay. It is a little bit further over from it, but it could have been used to navigate up and down there. There's also this here. The broken vase.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of
There might have been a
which,
struggle down
why
here.
would there be water here?
Maybe this is for a trick. But it definitely seems like there was a struggle of some sort down here.
Oh!
Is what I initially think.
It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear.
The vase breaking couldn't have possibly made that thunk sound, right? I feel like that would have sounded different.
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Yeah, again, it could have been broken in a struggle.
Note this down too and think about it later.
Maybe it was actually the reason for the thud sound. But again, I feel like that would have sounded different than a thud. Piece of a broken vase, flower vase on the side of the tunnel. All the water within has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seems unlikely it was knocked over by the trolley meant to transport the magic box. Also, clothing. That clothing does seem different from what the person was wearing, right? I don't think it's the same.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was
No,
wearing,
it was
right?
hers, okay.
Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
And he didn't mention the guests having a wardrobe change. Makes me think that these disappearances are related to that all these young women that disappear, the culprit might have a very motive for going after young women if their clothes are left behind. I don't know about that one.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're
What a nice
kidnapping
spiral
them?
on the eyes.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Young lady's clothes. The clothes belong to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Let me think about this. The ultimate not detective? Yeah, I know, right? Oh, that looks unrelated. I guess we'll check out the tracks themselves. High precision is required to complete this magic show, and the tracks were perfect for making the trolley stay on designated tracks. Kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stacked inside. Again, with the clothes being right here, actually the thunk might have been caused by this because there's more stuff around here. Maybe the thunk was more than just the vase being knocked over. Again, it definitely feels like there was a struggle down here. I feel like this is where the girl was dragged out of the box and the assistant was shoved into the box. Press E to see everything right, I guess. Yeah, I did definitely check everything over here. I guess I checked this ladder now and the trolley itself. Yeah. Oh! There's a vent. Does this vent lead somewhere outside? Like, does this mean there is a way for people to escape without using the main entrance? I'm a ninja hitting arm of a staff. What game is this? I don't know. Hitting armed dogs with a staff. Couldn't tell you. Let's look at the trolley first. Crucial for transporting magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. This is probably this might be the culprit's escape route. Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Yeah, it definitely seems big enough.
Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Potentially.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes, and the net were in the two magic boxes, so they couldn't have gone past them. No, they did confirm the identity of the victim, right? They already confirmed the identity of the victim. So it's not possible that it was just someone dressed up as an assistant, and the actual assistant actually is the one who escaped. They would have noticed if it was a girl instead. If it is a case of, like, taking off the girl's clothing, putting the assistant's clothes on her and sending her out there, how would they have not noticed that it was a girl that died? Like, the assistant and that girl should look very different, I think. So if that is the case of a victim, like, switch there, then that was just poor investigation on the people who did this. Raiden 2? Just video game? I guess I have never checked that.
Oh, you're right! Let Paimon write that down.
Tunnel vent looks like it could allow one person passage barely, but leaving along with the missing lady seems an unrealistic prospect. Alright.
We're just about done investigating down here.
Can't go up there.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Yeah. Again, I think the guards confirmed it. So it can't have been a switcheroo.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Oh, you don't say.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable.
So what now?
I wonder if Irina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words,
yeah, but
the
it can't be
charges
them.
are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
Yes.
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice.
Ha!
To put it simply,
So you
it's
gotta
as if
win over the
Oratrice
audience.
has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides?
Also, I just now saw her vision, so she's a Geo user.
In practice,
Didn't see
there
that
is
correctly
very
up
little
until now.
difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Alrighty then. But what if I teleport out?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies.
Came Ace
That makes
Attorney.
us persons
Hey,
related to the
I have experience with Danganronapa and Master Detective Archives. While I haven't played Ace Attorney, I do think I can handle this investigation. Although I do need to play Ace Attorney still, as I keep saying. I really want to.
So, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Wow, really?
Of course.
I mean, I wouldn't be
I
surprised
just
that
hope
Paimon
you
only
don't
cares
mind
about the food.
Lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our
Food is
findings
important,
together
it's
here.
true. In fact, I'm getting kind of hungry.
I was hoping to take you
Definitely
to try
gonna
some
have to
of
grab
Fontaine's
something to eat
famous
after stream is
desserts, too.
over.
I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Ah, that would sound nice.
Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
Alrighty then.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll
I
have
wonder
snacks.
how
If
long
we cannot
these
buy
acts
some, then
are,
we'll
because
simply
again,
make
it looks like I won't be finishing even one of the two that supposedly exist. Not today, at
Understood,
least.
Mademoiselle. Everyone,
I
please
might
come
need
with
3
me.
streams to do all of this. By the looks of it.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Aren't we always?
Yes, I must be prepared to
Or
meet
they're
Mademoiselle's
carrying
baking
one of
needs
them, I
whenever the
guess.
fancy strikes her.
Probably 4? Jesus.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Ace Attorney logo.
Good work, you two.
To
Then
simplify,
I'll get
yeah,
to
that's
it.
gonna be a tough
Please
one, I
sit tight
guess.
For a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome
We'll
snacks
see.
soon enough.
These 3 are quite the interesting group.
Must be a thing. Must be a thing. Methodically handles the ingredients and pulls fresh macarons out. Okay.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling.
Of course.
From the way you had
No
these two
surprise
guys carrying
there.
all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
Oh no.
I was applauding.
Perfect.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Oh no, she can cook too. Already better than some Archons. That's not quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites?
Let her
and
cook,
baking like
yes.
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't
Ain't that
underestimate
nice?
beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh
I'm
out
really
of the
getting
oven.
hungry now,
There's
damn
3
it.
for each of us.
We'll wrap this up soon. And I'll continue tomorrow.
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Why, thank you.
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business.
I might have to schedule another stream for the day
mentioned
after
previously,
tomorrow.
The tunnel seems to be something of a
But I'll
secret
definitely take a
chamber.
day off on Thursday again.
We can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Yes.
Exactly. Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twins, we're left with 2 other people, the missing girl and the deceased. Again, part of me wants to say the switcheroo could have happened, so that the deceased actually is the missing girl, but again, I don't see how the investigation team wouldn't have noticed that. Again, they checked and they verified who the deceased is. So, yeah.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel.
Yes,
resulting
I
in the
also do think that
shattering
there
of
was
the
a
vase,
struggle.
the
I
discarding
figured
of
that
her
much.
clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person even exists. And that is the main problem.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Yes, but it could still be...
secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before
It
making
can't
her
really be the
escape?
missing girl, really, if we think about it. Because it would have to be someone from the troupe in order to make, like, the required adjustments to pull off this stunt. So it could, out of the 2 of them, it could only be the deceased. And why would he do that? I'm making a Mega Man X OC. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, time to think about logical possibilities. What can I come up with? One clue would be that the person might have still been hiding in the vent, the third person, and they still haven't shown themselves, and that's why they weren't found. Another possibility was that, again, it has to be someone who had access. So if we're thinking it was the deceased, how could they end up dead? Why would they do something that would kill them? My guess as to a possibility, I'm just imagining how many, what would be possible. He was the person behind the who was behind the disappearances, and he tried to get that girl and make her disappear, but she resisted. During the struggle, she managed to knock him out, shoved him back in the box for some reason, and ran out. But that doesn't. She wouldn't know. She wouldn't know that that person would die. But it is possible that she shoved him in there. But why would she? No, that still doesn't fully add up. But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked, exactly.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great!
Let's not talk about the food right now. We have important stuff to discuss here. In fact, after this discussion, I might wrap it up.
Specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest.
Really now.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count.
Is that so?
Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine if you ate them. Several records. Well, first of all, welcome to the stream, by the way. Another first-time chatter today. Would you look at that? How are you doing? Roma Horse? Welcome to the stream. We are currently still thinking about how exactly this crime could have taken place. So, yeah. We can assume that there was a struggle. Just Roma? Okay. We can assume there was a struggle. That's what the thought might have also been about. But we don't know much beyond that. No, it will turn out... Yeah, just don't spoil. I'm just theorizing here. Yeah, thank you. Again, I won't make much more progress today, probably. I'll probably have to push some of it off to tomorrow. But we'll see if we can come up with any other ideas. It's fine if you ate them, you ate them.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone.
Spinner, you wouldn't have even needed to spam. You can delete messages now, you know.
Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Again, I do know some stuff about investigations. I've played the entirety of the Danganronapa series, and I'm currently in the process of playing Master Detective Archives every Saturday, so I have some experience with this kind of gameplay, but there's still not... I feel like we're still missing some information. There's really no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
I still don't know what the hook could have been used for.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
At the ready. Please continue reading.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
It does a second round of baking. However, discussion that follows does not yield much
Well,
progress.
that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the
I
area.
usually do, yeah.
I don't know what we're looking
Honestly,
for
I don't
yet,
like people who
but
spoil.
we've still got some time.
I don't know why people
As
do that.
attorneys, I suggest the two of you think the case over again.
Oh, I'm thinking, alright.
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Maybe this is actually then a really good point to say we'll continue tomorrow, because then I could use the night to think things over again.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Probability of third person being involved. Neither Cole nor Halsey had a motive, but after having talked to Navia, the likelihood of a third person being involved seems very low too. Again, everything is pointing to... People who follow these just overexcited. True. There are some people who are overexcited, but some people do it on purpose. And I hate those people. I hate the ones that do it on purpose just to ruin someone's fun.
We just need to prepare.
Because I know those kinds of people exist as well. Also, by the way, thank you so much for the follow, Roma. Alright, first things first, I'll just see if I can actually teleport out of there, because I need to do some stuff off screen, like use my resonant, all of that. So I'll do that. I'll sleep the night on it, see if I can come up with anything good, and tomorrow we'll complete Act 1. I guess. And start on Act 2 probably as well. And then we'll need a third stream to probably finish Act 2. So I think we'll need 3 streams to finish off the currently available story. Probably, I don't know. Yeah, I am kind of wrapping it up. I usually have a habit of streaming for around 3 hours. Sorry that I am doing this now while you just arrived. But I have a habit for streaming around 3 hours. And I streamed a little bit longer today, but... Again, I don't want to overdo it. Especially because I didn't get enough sleep last night. And I am getting hungry. All this talk about food and everything. But thank you for the head pats. Again, I'll continue tomorrow. I'll go live at the same time. It would be 11 PM Central European time. But I don't know what time that would be for anyone else. You can just check the schedule on Twitch if you're curious. See you around. Alright, thank you again for the sub and for checking in. I do appreciate that. And yeah, tomorrow I'll hopefully get the first part of this new story done. I'm very curious about all of this. Gonna be interesting. First things first, I need to teleport out. Just in case I accidentally... you know, advance the time too far and then run into problems, I'll teleport to over here. Leaving this area will interrupt your story experience. This may affect your current quest. What do you mean it may affect my quest progress? We're at a position in the story where the game is telling me to wait. This feels like the best time to teleport out of there. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry, game. You can't stop me. Is he doing a break? I don't know. Is he live right now? If not, then he's doing a break. He definitely did say that he wouldn't stream yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no. Did he say that he wouldn't stream yesterday, or did he say he wouldn't stream today? I think he said he wouldn't stream today, not live. Okay, he did say he might take 1 day of a break. So that's probably what's going on right now, then. Alright, let's grab the achievements real quick while we're here. See what we got. Grabbing all those Primo gems. Again, still in the process of saving up those Primos. For anyone who's new in chat right now and wants to know how many Primos I'm saving up, again, let it be known, I'm entirely playing this game free to play. I have not spent any money on extra Primo gems. 53,771 plus 5 intertwined fates already prepared. When the Zhongli rerun happens, I am going to be ready. I am going to be so incredibly ready. Isn't only insane, but stupid. Well, that's what you think. Don't worry, once his constellation is maxed, I will start pulling for other characters again. It's gonna happen. I mean, come on. His constellation is already pretty high. I think I'm C3. Also, I can do this. There. Yeah, C3. I only need to get 3 more Zhonglis. I should be able to hopefully pull that off. Just 3 more duplicates. Spellstra, we get 500 plus pulls? Probably. Would it be 500 plus? No, it wouldn't be 500 plus. But it will be a lot. Why my inventory? What do you want to see in my inventory? You could see the primos when we were on the wishing screen. I mean, there it is. As I said before, I have 5 fates. I mean, it's up here. Let's do the math real quick. 100 pulls, that would be 16,000 for 100 pulls. It's 32 for 200. Yeah, 32 for 200. For 300, we'd be at 48. So definitely over 300 pulls. Definitely over 300, but not quite 500 yet. Still, it's a good, 300 might be enough to get the 3 constellations if I'm lucky. If I'm unlucky, if I'm unlucky, I'm gonna probably be 1 short. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, for now, this is where I will wrap things up. Again, we'll continue the story tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. For now, though, I'm gonna have to check who we can raid. Because we do still need to find someone. You know what? We haven't raided Hoodie in a while, have we? What is only up? 60 for Zhongli? Oh, I think I've seen a little bit of this game at some point. Not sure. I guess it's just one of those games where you have to climb. Yeah. We haven't raided Hoodie in a bit. Let's do that again. Raid channel, Red Hoodie. Alright, everyone. If you're here for Genshin, don't worry, I will continue Genshin Impact tomorrow, and I'll probably also stream it the day after tomorrow. I'll still have to throw that onto the schedule, though. In any event, I'm gonna end things here for today. I hope you had fun with this, and I hope you're as excited as I am to figure out who is the culprit behind this horrible crime. In any event, until then, everyone have a good one, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye. And of course, if you're watching this stream after it's been uploaded to YouTube as a VOD and you want to catch me live in the future, then you can check down below in the description where you will find a link to my Twitch channel. I stream there live every Friday and Saturday. If you're up for Genshin though, sorry to say that's a little bit more irregular. In any event, thank you so much for watching this VOD. Who knows, maybe I'll see you around in the future. Until then, have a good one and bye-bye.